Good morning, girls. How are you today? Please open your pupils book, page 50. And today we are going to read the story about the miser man. Look at the title of the story, A Miser's Final Wish. Again, A Miser's Final Wish. Look at the photo. Look, what can you see in this photo? Yes, I can see a lot of money. I can see a lot of money. Look at this man. Does he look rich man? طلع عليه شكله مبين. Does he look rich man? Or does he look poor man? بين عليه شخص فقير ومسكين. Okay. Does he has a lot of money? Does he has a lot of money? Yes, he does. Does he save the money or spend? Does he save the money or he spend the money? From this photo, he saved the money. He saved the money. كله حوشهم ولا صارف ولا شيء. Look, he saved the money. Okay, so is he generous or miser? Look at the two words. Is he generous يعني جواد وكريم ولا is he miser? He is miser. He is miser man. He is not generous. He is miser man. Let's read the first paragraph. Mr. Lin was a really hard-working man. Every day he worked for 10 or 12 hours and he slept for just a few. Mr. Lin had only one purpose in mind, to make a lot of money and to spend as little of as possible. He was a miser. Okay. Is Mr. Lin hardworking? Look at this. A question for discussion. Is Mr. Lin hardworking? يعني جاد ومجتهد ومثابر. Yes. Yes. He is hardworking. He worked for 10 or 12 hours. 10 ل 12 ساعة بيشتغل باليوم. And he slept for just a few. بس بينام شوي وباقي الأيام شغل. باقي الساعات شغل. How many hours did he used to work? used to معناها عتادة. used to معناها عتادة. كم ساعات تعود هو يشتغل؟ How many hours did he used to work? He used to work 10 or 12 hours and he slept for just a few. كل حياته شغل. Okay. What was his only purpose? مش يعني purpose يعني هدفه. إيش الهدف تبعه بكل حياته؟ What was his only purpose? كان عنده هدف وحيد. What was his only purpose? To make a lot of money. To make a lot of money and to spend as little of it as possible. يعني يصرف قليل جدا. أقل إشي ممكن يصرفه. He was a miser. He was a miser. Again, what was his only purpose? إيش هدفه من الحياة? To make a lot of money, to spend as little of it as possible. يعني يحوش مصاري كتير بس يصرف مصاري قليلة. Right? He was a miser. He was a miser. Right? انتبهوا يا تاسع للأسئلة اللي عم بكتبها بالنقاش لأنه مطلوب منك على دفترك تكتبي كل سؤال وجوابه. Right? Okay, look at the second paragraph. As he didn't trust in banks, Mr. Lin kept all of the bank notes. شو معنى bank notes؟ هدول البانك notes. هدول نسميهم bank notes. الأوراق النقدية. سوري ورقة نقدية أو الورقة المصرفية أو الورقة المالية. هدول بنسميهم الأوراق. هدول مش أوراق اللي بنكتب عليهم. هدول بانك نوتس يعني أوراق مالية يعني مصاري بس ورقية. he didn't trust in bank. شو معنى trust؟ يعني ما بوثق في البنك، لا يثق بالبنك. Mr. Lin kept all of the banknotes that he saved inside shoe boxes. بتعرفوا يا مس خزانة الأحذية؟ He kept all of the banknotes that he saved inside shoe boxes. لو سألتك where did he keep all of the banknotes? Where did he keep all of the banknotes? Inside shoe boxes. شايفة عنده خزانة أحذية بحط جواتها الأموال. Every night before going to sleep, Mr. Lin sat and looked at his money. بيجلس وبتطلع على المصاري تبعاته. One night he called his wife and said. شو معنى wife؟ نادى زوجته وحكى لها when I die لما أموت I want you to take all of my money and place it inside my coffin. لو سألت يا مس نرجع للأسئلة. Why did he keep all of the banknotes inside the shoe boxes؟ ليه بحطهم هون؟ Why did he keep all of the banknotes الأوراق المصاري يعني inside shoe boxes؟ shoe مفرد shoes shoe boxes. Why؟ ليه بحطهم يا مس inside shoe boxes؟ Because he didn't trust in banks. He didn't trust in banks. ما بوثق بالبنوك، بخاف البنوك ياخدوا مصاريه. Okay. What did he tell his wife? What did he tell his wife? شو أخبر زوجته؟ حكى لها when I die لما بموت I want you to take all of my money and place inside my coffin. حطيها بالتابوت تبعي. I want to take all of my money with me, even the few pennies I have saved. حتى كل البنز اللي أنا حوشته. لو سألتك يا تاسع what did he tell his wife؟ شو أخبر زوجته؟ شو طلب من زوجته؟ when I die I want you to take all of my money and place it inside my coffin. حطيها بالتابوت. I want to take all of my money with me, even the few pennies I have saved. وهذا يا مس بنطلع على التايتل A Miser's Final Wish. شو معنى wish؟ يعني أمنيته. لو سألتك what is the miser's final wish؟ What is the miser's final wish؟ إيش آخر أمنية من أمنيات هذا المايزر؟ What is the miser's final wish؟ To take all of his money and place inside his coffin. He want to take all of his money with him. بتغير الضمائر. Even the few pennies he has saved. حتى البنز يعني البنسات البسيطة that have low value بده إياهم in his coffin. لو سألتك بالامتحان بجيب what is miser's final wish يعني آخر أمنية لهذا المايزر النهائية. حكينا to take all of his money and place inside his coffin. place يعني نحطها أو نضعها in his coffin. He want to take all of his money with him. أو بسؤال تاني what did he tell his wife؟ شو أخبر زوجته؟ Mrs. Lin. هلا عندك يا مس مستر يعني اللي هو الرجل ومسز اللي هي زوجته. Mrs. Lin who was very good wife. شو معنى wife؟ يعني زوجة. كانت very good wife and loved him. كانت تحبه. She loved this miser man. معقول؟ The good wife loved this miser man in spite of the miserly life he was leading. أي معنى leading؟ يعني lead يعني يقود إلى هاي الحياة السيئة أو البخيل اللي كان عايشها. lead to lead to lead a life يعني his lifestyle is bad. I promise you that when you die I will put all the money in the coffin with you. مرة تانية. What did Mrs. Lynn promise his husband؟ بدك تعرف يا مس، عندك كلمة wife يعني زوجة، وعندك husband يعني زوج. اوكي، wife يعني زوجة، husband يعني زوج. لو سألتك يا تاسع what did Mrs. Lynn promise his husband؟ إيش وعدته؟ What did Mrs. Lynn promise his husband؟ شو حكت له؟ I promise you that when you die I will put all the money in the coffin with you. شو معنى die؟ die لما بتموت. the wife يعني الزوجة، husband يعني زوج، die لما بيموت. شو وعدته؟ I promise you that when you die I will put all the money in the coffin with you. One day Mr. Lynn died. مات. Mrs. Lynn was sitting next to her closest friend. شو معنى close؟ مقرب. closest أكثر واحد مقرب. A friend during the ceremony. ceremony يا مس معناها مراسم. مراسم الوفاة، مراسم نقل the coffin. أوكي، أو funeral. إحنا بنحكي عن الجنازة يا مس funeral. Look at this word funeral معناها جنازة. طب مس شو معنى ceremony؟ the ceremony يعني مراسم الجنازة. نحكي عنها المراسم، يعني الخطوات والترتيبات والأعمال اللي بيعملوها بالفيونرال بالجنازة بنسميها ceremony يعني مراسم. طب شو كانت هاي؟ sitting next to her closest friend during the ceremony. When the ceremony finished انتهت المراسم and before the coffin was closed، ما هو مفتوح بيكون الكوفن. Before the coffin was closed Mrs. Lynn said wait just a minute. انتظر. شو تعمل؟ تتحقق الوعد اللي وعدته. She had a large shoebox with her. شو جوات الشوبوكس؟ the money. She stopped up. وقفت. went to the coffin and placed the shoebox inside it. Then the coffin was closed and buried. لو سألتك what did she place؟ what did she place يعني شو وضعت؟ she placed the shoe box inside the coffin. what did she place يعني وضعت. what did she place inside the coffin؟ what did she place inside the coffin؟ أو بحكي لك بالامتحان what did she do؟ شو عملت؟ what did she do after the ceremony finished؟ what did she do after the ceremony finished؟ أو what did she place in the coffin؟ what did she place in the coffin؟ إيش حطت بالتابوت؟ what did she place in the coffin؟ شو حطت بالتابوت يا تاسع؟ she placed shoe box inside it. حطت خزانة الأحذية اللي كان يحط جواها المصاري. the coffin was closed. her friend said I hope you weren't crazy enough to put all the money in the coffin. يعني بتمنى انك ما كنتي غبية كتير وحطيتي كل الأموال جوا التابوت. I am a good wife said Mrs. Lynn. شو حكت له؟ I am a good wife. أنا يعني زوجة مخلصة I am a good wife. I promised him that I was going to put his money in the coffin with him and I did it. إيش يعني promised؟ إيش معنى promised؟ وعدته. لو سألتك يا مس what did she do? What did the good wife do? بس شو معنى wife؟ What did the good wife do? What did the good wife place in the coffin? إيش حطت بالكوفن؟ بالتابوت. She promised him that she is going to put his money in the coffin with him and she did. فعلت. You mean to tell me you put every penny of his money in the coffin with him? يعني صديقه مستغرب. You mean you tell me you put every penny of his money in his coffin with him? Of course, said the wife. Did she put, سؤالي إلك يا تاسع, did the good wife put all the money of his wife in his coffin? What did she do? What did she do? Do you agree? موافقتها يا مس؟ رند لينا, do you agree the good wife to put all the money of his husband in his coffin? What did she do? I got it all together, put it into my bank account, and then wrote him a check. Oh, this is what did the good wife do. هذا الإشي اللي عملته الزوجة المخلصة. شو عملت؟ I got it all together, put it into my bank account. يعني جمعت كل مصاري وحطتهم بحسابها, and then she wrote him a check. شو حطت in the coffin? Then she wrote him a check. يعني شايفين كل الأموال اللي حكينا عنهم حطتهم in her bank account, حطتهم بحسابها بالبنك, and she wrote him a check. وكتبت له يعني شيك, وحطته in the shoe box, وحطت الشو بوكس اللي جواته check in his coffin. شفت شو عملت؟ What did the good wife do? What did the good wife do? أكتب السؤال مرة تاني. What did, بدي أجاوب على هذا السؤال. The good wife, sorry, what did the good wife do? What did the good wife do? شو عملت? Did she put all the money in his husband's coffin? No, ضحكت علي يا مس. She got it all together, put it into her bank account, حطت كل مصاري بحسابها, and then she wrote him a check. وكتبت له شيك, يلا متى ما بتقدر تصرفه وانت ميت تصرفه. Right? Is this a nice story? Is this a nice story? Look, what bad is the end of this miser man? Is his end bad or good? Is his end, شو معنى end? This is the end. The end of a miser man. لو حكيت لك مس أعطيني title for this story, أنا بالنسبة لي the end of a miser man. This is ugly end of a miser man. يعني نهاية بشعة لهذا الرجل البخيل. This is the end of a miser man. Do you agree? Do you agree with the good wife work? Do you agree? هلا أنا بدي منك تايتل, اكتبي لي تايتل لهذا الستوري, وبدي منك يا تاسع دقيقة يا مس, كل الأسئلة أنا كتبتهم تجاوبين, تكتبيهم وتجاوبيهم. هيهم. أوكي. What did Mrs. Lynn promise his husband? What did she do? What did she do? Okay. وآخر شيء what did the good wife do؟ يعني بالآخر what did the good wife do؟ ونرجع للسؤال اللي هون، طبعا هذا كله بدكم تجاوبوني عليه. Do you agree with what Mrs. Lynn did؟ أنت معها، وافقتيها، يعني عملها ممتاز ولا عملها مش حلو؟ Why not؟ بدي تجاوبيني، بدي أسمع رأيك يا تاسع. Do you agree with what Mrs. Lynn did؟ Why؟ إذا لا why not؟ أنا بالنسبة لي I agree with what did Mrs. Lynn do. الإشي اللي عملته أنا I agree with her work. I agree with her work. Okay? Please يا مس، كل سؤال كتبته أنا بهذا الفيديو اكتبي لي على ورقتك، على دفترك، وجاوبيني عليه. أوكي؟ في كلمات ممكن تحتاجي معانيهم: miser بخيل، wish أمنية، hard working جاد أو مجتهد، spend معناها يصرف، purpose هدف، trust يثق، in spite of بالرغم من، promise يعد يعني بوعدك وعد. أوكي؟ buried حرقة. أوكي؟